if I was talking to Paul, um, if I was talking to Paul, I could say, "Hey, Paul, thank you for your help." And then if I'm talking to if Sarah is a secondary connection, Sarah, thank you for taking the time to do this. I really appreciate it. I will be sending you I will be adding you as a connection and then sending you a private email, right? So now you shift the conversation from a group conversation to a private conversation. That shows professionalism. That shows that you're actually serious about what you're doing. So now she's a first degree connection. So you go back to the first degree process. So I hope that makes sense. This is how I handle um, first and second degree connections. And you know, you know, again, if you have any question, I'll be typing these and sending them to you, so you can go over it, edit it, works as you want. But if you have any question, let me know. But again, I've done this, I've used this multiple times, and it works. So, lastly, some of the questions that I get questions sometimes about how to reach out to recruiters, people who are actually recruiting for the job, and that changes. It's not always the same thing. But what I recommend is don't be weird, right? Put your place in the position of the recruiter. They have tons of people applying for the job. They have people going online and applying on the company's website. So they want to make sure that they don't show any, I guess, uh, how to put it. I mean, they don't want to be in trouble, right? So if they go with you first over people who are applying online, that may not be fair. So be professional. Again, you can go through the same process, but again, be active on LinkedIn. That shows that you're actually a really good, serious person and a good candidate. So they really need to respond to you. So a lot of recruiters will tell you directly, "Hey, go on the website and apply." And that's if it's HR from that company. Usually HR will tell you go on the website and apply. But if it's a recruiter who works for a recruiting company, that's fine. I'll say go through the same process, email them, ask them about the job, ask them about the specifics of the position. But what I like to do again, I like to get on the phone. I like to call. A recruiter probably has a phone number, an email, a private email on LinkedIn. I would probably message them and say, "What's a good time to give you a call at this number? I would like to get to know a little bit more about this position." One recruiter would not respond to that, right? They're trying to fill a position. So I'll email them and say, "I saw this position. I'm interested. I want to know a little bit more about it. What's a good time to give you a call?" So that's what I do with recruiters. Um, so the other things that I recommend when you reaching out to recruiters, be specific. Tell them exactly what position you're interested in. And if you reaching out to a recruiter who doesn't have a position posted, again, be specific and tell them what positions, what kind of position you're looking for, when you're trying to fill that position, and even better, if you've seen the position online on another website, what you can always include the links to that position, right? Because they have a lot of resumes to go through, they have a lot of things to go through. So it's good if you can actually save time and help them get to you quickly. Uh, Reach out to the right type of recruiter for the role that you want. So don't reach out to a recruiter who does mostly IT if you're interested in insurance positions or sales positions. Um, let's see. Um, Again, be friendly with the recruiters. You can always reference something that relates to that recruiter, that company, so that again you put yourself on common ground with that person. If it's a place, a thing, something that has happened in the past, something that puts you above the pack, that differentiate you from other people, why not mention it in the first email that you send into the recruiters? That's a good way to start as well. But again, don't make stuff up. Uh, Also, make sure that you are authentic in your message. Make sure that you are honest, and that you're not obviously, like I said, making stuff up. Um, uh, let's see. And then for recruiters, the last thing that I recommend is keep it short. Um, and then for anyone really, don't be sending out long emails or long messages, because recruiters are usually busy. So the shorter the email, the easier is for them to go through and respond back to you. Be short and brief. That's what I would say um, for recruiters. So I hope this helped. I know, again, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get on the call on Monday. I hope this really helped you, and I hope you're able to apply those tips today, um, starting today, to be able to land your next job. And again, like I said, this really works. I've done it. I've been able to get into interviews. I've been able to get even offers, because it works. It works. It's based on professional relationships. Um, I've had I know a recruit, actually my mentor, who used to be a recruiter, told me that for one position, they may get 1,000 resumes. Right? Imagine that you a recruiter, you have 2 weeks or a month to fill a position, and you have 1,000 resumes to go through. How can you go through all of that and go through each line on a resume and make sure that you paying attention to everything? You can't. And by doing this process, by basing your application on referrals and relationships, you stepping over so many people. I mean, not in a bad way, but you putting yourself ahead of the competition, and you getting through the door faster, because people know you, because people trust you, and the company that they're referring you to already knows them and they trust them, so that makes it easier. Like I said, in the beginning, it may take a couple days to get those emails out, but again, once the ball is rolling, it gets going, and you have a lot of opportunities coming at you. The other thing that I would mention also is that when you send an email to someone and they don't respond, don't wait. Keep looking. This is not the time. And like I said, you have to have a sense of urgency. If you passively looking, that's different. But if you don't have a job right now, if you're looking and you want to get it as soon as possible, go for it. Spend some time on LinkedIn. Find the jobs that you want. Spend some time on Glassdoor, Monster, Indeed. Find the jobs that you want, and then email those people that you have as first and second degree connection on LinkedIn, so that you can start that process. If you're really interested in a position and you find someone on LinkedIn that you can email or connect with, but they don't respond to you, don't wait. Go ahead and apply for the position, but still email them, because through that process, that may come back. So don't wait for the application. Don't wait for them to refer you, or to have you send them your resume. Go ahead and apply for the position, because down the road they can always say to HR, "Oh, he's reached out to me. She's reached out to me for this position. I know them." So that's it for today. I hope this helped. I'm going to be doing other workshops like this to go into other topics related to LinkedIn and applying for jobs. But I wanted to get into the process that I use for first and second degree connection today. If you have a question, again, email me. My book is on Amazon. You can look it up. You can look up my name. You can also find it on my website, moneysmartmillennials.com. That's where I usually post articles a few times a month. But again, if you have any questions, let me know. Bye.